what I want to know, and probably we could bring your mom and dad, Luis and Luz, here, which for me, they are like my brothers and sisters in more ways than one, as you know. But what was the food in your household? Who did the cooking? What your family's meals were like?
Yeah.
Were you eating true Puerto Rican food, or you were eating fast food, or you were eating, I don't know, Harlem food, or upper Manhattan food? What were you eating? Who was cooking?
Okay.
How you became who you became through the food you ate. Now I give you time to think about it and respond.
I can respond to all those questions in the order you asked, en inglés o en español.
Do you want Spanish or you want English? Sorry guys, this is called a Spanish diner.
We're going to be
in Spanglish.
In Spanglish. Here's the thing. I was a vegetarian for the first 13 years of my life.
Can you repeat it again?
He said, ay, na jamón ibérico.
Can you repeat it again?
Yo era vegetariano hasta que tenía 13 años. And it was not I just didn't like it. It was like this physical aversion. It looked slimy, it looked gross. And that cuts out most Puerto Rican food if you're a vegetarian. But I remember we made a lot of Puerto Rican food. So it was basically arroz con gandules para mí, arroz y habichuela, arroz con huevo. It was to get protein into me. I would eat eggs, so they'd fry an egg on rice and ketchup. That was a staple. I remember Mundi, who was really the other person who lived in our home, who was my babysitter and surrogate grandmother growing up. We would make pastel vegetariano, which is just masa. It's just, I don't know if you know what pasteles are, but you can't make less than 50, apparently. It's just too labor intensive to make less than 100 pasteles. And your family makes an impromptu assembly line. My job was to take the leaves and put them over the plate to ablandarlo, to make them softer so they could wrap around the masa, and then you tie it all up and you put it in the water. Because I was the vegetarian, my job was just the leaves. And I would eat pastel vegetariano with ketchup. And then puberty hit.
Hold on, with ketchup?
Now listen, if you want to start a Puerto Rican civil war, we can talk about ketchup or without ketchup.
Okay, everything is happening here is off the record.
We have microphones. This is a podcast. It's a lie. But no, there are Puerto Ricans, I am among them, who pastel with ketchup is like the greatest. I know I'm not alone. Someone make some noise. Okay, I know. We are few, but we are passionate. Right now, people are listening to this being like, oh, sacrilege. Throwing off their headphones in disgust. But yeah, patele, and it was really, it's interesting. I don't know what the link is between like Latino masculinity and meat, but it's stronger than almost anything.
Because the barbecues we make on weekends or what?
I don't know. But my grandfather was worried about me until I started eating meat. He was just like, yo no sé qué está pasando con este nene. No come carne, no confío en él.
Okay, what he's trying to say is, I don't know what's going on with this nene. I don't know what's going on, but I'm worried.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say in Spanish.
Yeah, and then I hit puberty and some switch flipped inside of me and I was like, I'd like to try bacon. This is great. I'd like to try. So I remember my first steak. It was at the Ponderosa Steakhouse in Puerto Rico. Because my grandfather was like, por fin!
Hold on, how old were you when that happened?
I was 13 years old. Again, I came to it all late, so I remember my first carne guisado, I remember my first bacalao. I was a teenager. Because everything meat-related was gross until I hit puberty. I can't explain it. It's just you wanted the truth. It was rice and eggs and rice and beans until I was 13 years old. I'm rocking his world and I'm eating more ham.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with arroz con gandules and a fried egg.
The best.
I can live my life eating these things.
Mundi was the chef in our house growing up. And then as she got older, my dad became the chef. My mom would make like a wicked tomato sauce once a year, and our entire freezer was full of it. Because again, like pasteles, you can't just make one thing of tomato sauce. You have to make it for the year. And so we would have just these cubes of frozen Tupperware tomato sauce filling the freezer because it was really good. And I remember I would leave the house that annual day because the onion chopping was so strong, I couldn't hang, and I would have to leave, like go play outside until she was done making tomato sauce. But yeah, those are my big food memories. We never really went out to eat. Everyone ate by themselves because my parents worked a lot. So yo comía al frente de televisión. I ate in front of the TV. The moment I got home, my sister ate when she got home. And yeah.